Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a special installment of Presidential Did You Know? With me, Rory Carson. Today's video brings me great joy and pleasure because today is the 100th birthday of our 39th president and one of my favorite presidents of all time, Jimmy Carter. Let's take a look at Jimmy Carter's life throughout the years. No other president or first lady has ever made it to the age of 100 in history. The oldest president in history prior to Jimmy Carter was George H.W. Bush, who lived to be 94 and passed away in 2018. The oldest first lady in presidential history was Bess Truman, who lived to be 97 and passed away in 1982. Jimmy Carter was born on October 1st, 1924 in Plains, Georgia. He was actually the first president to be born in a hospital. Wow! Jimmy Carter has unfortunately been in hospice care for a little over 2 years, and now he is hoping to vote for Vice President Kamala Harris in the upcoming 2024 election. According to his grandson, Jason Carter, Jimmy Carter said that this was the only reason why he was trying to stay alive and make it to 100. Wow, that's powerful because this is a very important election, and Jimmy Carter is simply just trying to live so he can vote for Kamala Harris. That says something about Jimmy Carter's character. Did you know that Jimmy Carter has written 32 books? That's right! His first book was written in 1975 before the 1976 election and is called Why Not the Best. His most recent book, Faith, A Journey for All, was written and released in 2018. In 1962, Jimmy Carter ran for the Georgia Senate and won. In 1966, he ran for the Georgia State Governor's seat and lost. In 1970, he ran again and won. In 1974, shortly after Richard Nixon resigned from office and Gerald Ford was president, Jimmy Carter announced that he was running for president in the 1976 campaign. He took advantage of the fact that he was an outsider and used that to win the election. As president, Jimmy Carter was known as the rock and roll president. He was a fan of artists such as Willie Nelson, the Allman Brothers, Bob Dylan, and Aretha Franklin. Carter would often say that the Allman Brothers had a role in putting him in the White House. In 1980, Jimmy Carter was running for re-election against Ronald Reagan. At the time, Carter was very unpopular due to the Iranian hostage crisis, and he went on to lose the election of 1980 in a landslide. Jimmy Carter is most commonly known for his incredible post-presidency. Carter and his wife, Rosalind Carter, in 1982 founded the nonprofit Carter Center. In 1986, there were over 3 million cases of guinea worm, which is a very dangerous disease. Since 1986, the Carter Center has gone on to try and eradicate the disease, and Jimmy Carter himself said a few years ago that he wants the last guinea worm to die before he does. As of 2022, there were only 13 cases, so I'd say he was pretty successful. Saying that Jimmy Carter has had a remarkable life is a huge understatement. He has done so much for the world throughout his life. He has gone from a peanut farmer in the middle of nowhere to a World War II veteran, to president, and to worldwide humanitarian in 100 short years. I have had the honor to receive Jimmy Carter's last autograph, which was sent to me in 2021 when he was about 97 years old. Jimmy Carter is actually one of the reasons why I started making presidential videos and why I started this YouTube channel. He has inspired me to share my passion with the world and hopefully inspire others. Thank you, Jimmy Carter, for everything you have done for our country and for the world. I am Rory Carson, and that is your Presidential Did You Know?
Just the other night, at a hometown football game, my wife and I ran into my old high school flame. And as I introduced them, the past came back to me, and I couldn't help but think of the way things used to be.